What is up, folks? Mio Adlan here once again for another session of your daily dosage of Act Now Hot Issue. Hashtag What's for Lunch. It's a new week. It's a new month. Today is the 2nd of August. Today is Monday. And I do hope that each and every one of you at home, wherever you are, di mana jua anda berada, you guys are in a safe place, in a safe environment, and with your loved ones. Okay. As always, we here at Act Now, we want to come closer to you. Obviously, following SOPs, that's why we're doing this online. We want to share with you whatever it is that's hot, whatever it is that has been spoken about, whatever that has been discussed about, whatever it is that has been happening in our country. And with that, of course, I tersasul sebab semangat sangat nak panggil dia ni, semangat sangat nak jemput dia balik ni, of course, ladies and gents, Mr. Melvin Lam. Hey, what's up, Melvin? Happy Monday.
Hi, happy Monday. Before I start, good afternoon to you, Mio. Today, are we broadcast under which page? Is it the Act Now Trooper English or Bahasa Malaysia?
It should be under Act Now Trooper English, isn't it? Yes, I believe it is.
Message comes in. Right, now you got it right. It was in
whenever you do something live, you always have this kind of uncertainty, whether we're doing it correctly or not, whether there's any technical issues or not. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's a bit of nightmare though. In the daytime.
Definitely. So, hey, Melvin, what's for lunch? What's on the menu for today?
Today, we have a very hot issues in Kuala Lumpur this morning, and second hot issue is ours.
Yeah, exactly. To people out there who do not know what's actually going on. We can talk about that particular topic all day long, but might as well you guys just read whatever it is that has been published on on our social media as well as on the papers and everything. But today, topic yang kita nak bawakan, the topic that we want to talk about as mentioned specifically by our viewer Nick Mugma. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. My 1,000 apologies for that. We're gonna be talking about whatever it is that's happening down south, Melvin, which is another pollution case and another pollution habits which is happening down in Johor, specifically at Sungai Kim. Oh my God, are we actually back in time? Why is this thing happening again?
Yes, we have actually spoke about this last year, I believe. I think on two occasions in our evening show, and it's back to the limelight. It's forever, never ending.
It's macam asyik dengar benda yang sama je happening all over again. Macam benda ni tak selesaikan masalah, because I mean, again, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, memang diorang yang buat kesalahan ni, they were punished, they were fined, thousands and thousands of ringgit. But apparently people are not learning their lesson. Diorang macam selamba je.
I think these people has to be executed.
Wow. Okay. All right. I would not go as far as that, but wow, that's a very strong case, Melvin.
No, it is, because they might kill someone. We don't execute them. They execute a lot of people. Just to refresh you, they were at this in 2019 in the month of March. A wave of chemical poisonings hits Pasang Gudang. Which where Sungai Kim's area is. Tons of toxic substance were illegally dumped into the Sungai River Kim in Pasir Gudang. And then how many people that affected? It affected 6,000 people that resides in Pasir Gudang, and have to force 111 schools to close. And at least 82 people were hospitalized or sought treatment because of this. So that is in March 2019. And subsequently, yes, it was clear, and then it repeat few times. And last week, July 28th, it happened again. And this time, what it's not from toxic, but it's from water waste that turns the river into black and emitting a bad audio. Imagine the people who were there living around there. will have a traumatized at the time, and then this bring back bad memories and stress them further, emotionally stressed. So you tell me, if these people is not executed, I think the only way to warn others.
Itulah, I mean like kalau kita tengok balik lokasi Sungai Kim Kim ni, if you look back at where Kim Kim River is actually located, it's actually located amongst the industrial area which is in Pasir Gudang, and unfortunately, orang yang tak bertanggungjawab ni, people who are irresponsible, the factory workers, the factory owners, the factory production, whoever it is, whoever they are, this does not give them any right whatsoever to go and dump their waste into the river. Memang tak sepatutnya, and macam you cakap, Melvin, benda ni jadi pada tahun 2019. This happened way back in 2019, not really way back. We're talking about just a couple of years ago. And when this has happened, it was such a huge case, which was actually real because a lot of kids were affected because 111 schools, as you mentioned, had to be closed down. 6,000 people were affected. 82 people were hospitalized. Takkan kita nak tunggu orang masuk hospital saja baru kita nak ambil tindakan? Takkan kita nak tunggu sekolah tutup je baru kita nak ambil tindakan undang-undang? Have a sense of responsibility, regardless of whoever it is that you are, whether you are the factory owner ataupun you pihak berkuasa pun, because this has to bloody stop, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, authorities has taken actions. I think a couple of months ago, there's some case, I think court case that they found, I believe in Sungai Kim, they were giving a high penalty and all this thing, but people forget. The culprit forgets, and then they repeat the same thing. So I hope the authorities have certain measures that along that river, CCTV has to be installed. I guess CCTV for such means demands a high investment, but it is the life of the residents there. Not only life, we're talking about the life that's the fishes, the river. Is all affected.
Yeah. Tapi macam pandangan you, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Kalau you kata you nak pasang CCTV, you nak orang kata you want to expand the enforcement around the area, doing more surveillance. This is definitely more budget. This is actually more expenditure that the municipal council or the kerajaan tempatan has to fork out in order to take care of this river. And more often or not, Melvin, orang ni pandai tau. When you are that evil, when you are that when you have that evil mastermind kind of thinking, no CCTV can stop you. I can just knock the thing off and like be done with it. Here, pollution again. I mean, like, would that actually solve the issue by just installing CCTV?
I mean, they have probably I think a given mind. They will counter it, but the CCTV is the first step to monitor the culprit. We have. It's a 24 hours. You can actually detect whoever dump things there along the river or discharge things there. And then we have to do probably every day the test on the river, see whether it have reached a certain level of alarm level, the kind of toxic level in the water testing. And of course, the more severe, if I have to put it, is to relocate all these factories around it. But then this issue of the current issue last week is not a toxins that they from the factory. It's a wastewater.
Yeah.
So discharging it into river and all this. So you ask me, it probably is it's one of those solutions, CCTV. And water testing. Water testing is something that they have to do very regular. All right. But of course, it's not a pre-empt measure because when you tested it, it's already toxic. That's already someone done. But we have a couple of things. Look into the industries area, give them proper warning, SOP that they have to follow. The discharge of the waste have to be properly guided where they only allow. So that the overall so-called implementation has to be done.
I rasa langkah yang paling terbaik lah sebenarnya. When you talk about this, I think the best solution that we can actually offer is kita ikut apa yang macam Donald Trump cadangkan dulu between US and Mexico. We build walls along the whole river. We just built walls. We're talking about 10 feet high walls. We're talking about 20 feet high walls. Barricade them dengan barbed wire, barricade them with whatever else. Letak askar dekat situ lah. Putting it that way. Because unfortunately, there are some minuscule 0.001% of Malaysians who are not that smart still. Because dia orang fikir nakkan keuntungan, they just want to think about the easiness dan kesenangan dia orang aja, which is not intelligent. There's a lot of curse words that I can actually say, but I'm not going to say it. I'm refraining myself from saying it because I'm a very well-mannered person. Maybe geram, Alvin. Geram tau when you hear these kind of things.
Well, it's going to be well-mannered, but you see people suffer. And steps have been taken to warn them and they repeat the mistake. Having a wall is not going to, solve all the case of the they can actually go underground. They will dig the drains underground to dispose to the river.
Itu I cakap bila diorang ni mastermind, ni orang yang buat jahat ni, people who commit all these kind of things, they're actually intelligent, smart people, but smart to the other side and not to the the good side. It's like when Darth Vader trying to take over the whole universe, that kind of a thing, that kind of smart, Darth Vader smart,
I guess the authority, when they find someone, this time it's not just a finding or 1 or 2 years jail terms, it's actually close down the whole factory. Do not give them a chance to survive. And this one would probably send the news to the area. Because money can earn back.
Yeah.
Right? And usually they will blame it to the manager, whatever it is. They have the owner have the whole responsible and cancel the operation license. They cannot.
Actually itulah. I sebenarnya sokong dengan you punya cadangan tu, because sampai bila dia orang nak belajar? Until when are they going to realize the offense that they're committing is very, very, very severe? And should you need to uphold the law ataupun should you need to do something, you must give the most obscure kind of hukuman sebenarnya, punishment to these kind of people. And if need be, if the only way to stop this thing is to literally close down the factory and take back their license and shut it up immediately, then why not? It's all up to the the wise thinking of people actually.
This is one of the strategies of the Chinese strategies, the 36 strategies. This actually strategy is called the kill the chicken to warn the monkeys.
Kill the chicken to warn. Apa kena mengena ayam dengan monyet?
This one, I'm literally translating that from Chinese.
Okay.
It's one of the 36 strategies of war strategies. It's actually it's actually translated. You can actually buy it from any bookshops. Right.
Okay.
It will give you a thinking how to strategize yourself. It's actually good to implement these strategies in your life, in your career, and all these things. So one of these strategies is actually how to warn the monkeys from coming to your place.
By killing a chicken.
They actually slaughter a chicken and hang it up. So it would so-called scare the monkeys away from coming.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We actually apply this strategy. The Majlis there should apply this strategy. You catch hold of someone, I'm not asking you to kill them. Withdraw the license. No appeal. Just
exactly
cancel the license immediately.
Yeah. We should literally and figuratively hang a license, in public, so that tell them, your license has been hung. So don't commit this kind of thing. Very good topic. Very interesting topic that we have for the first one. Because again, at the end of the day, river is life. At the end of the day, it is a source of punca mata pencarian sebenarnya. I mean, like people make their living using the rivers that we have. It is a national resource. It is the earth resource at the end of the day, and it is our responsibility to make sure that we take care of them as well as we can. Moving on, Melvin, kita nak cerita pula pasal topik yang kedua ni. Topik yang kedua ni, something that you and I exactly. Topic of the day, actually, both of us actually went through with this. We had our own experience. Kita ada sendiri pengalaman kita, baik atau buruk, is actually up for debate. But whatever that's happening is that a lot of things are definitely moving forward dengan bilangan vaksinasi, the amount of vaccination that has been administrated throughout the whole of the country. And of course, we're going to be talking about the mega PPPSOV. Two things that we're going to be talking about here. One is about the how the government has actually implemented the walk-in strategy, and the other one is a bit more controversial thing in which that things are getting a bit out of hand, where people are lining up as if they wanna, get a free stuff macam standard kalau you pergi mall ke apa benda kan, kalau ada benda free, orang semua pergi ramai-ramai and langsung tak ada aturan tu. So, which one you want to talk about first? The
Well,
positive one or the negative one?
the positive things that today, I say the hot issue is actually that in Klang-Wari, there's 10 PPVs that you can actually walk in without appointment.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
You know which 10? I can't remember.
Okay, I boleh cerita dengan you. I boleh cakap, I can actually tell our viewers which are the PPVs that are open for walk-in starting today. And again, nak bagi tahu juga kepada everyone out there, this PPV at least for today until the 5th of August, it is walk-in, but reserved for people who are 40 years and above and with comorbidity. We're not talking about opening up to all yet. All 18 and above without appointments will be accepted as walk-in starting from the 5th of August. So the places, as mentioned, the PPVs that has been chosen are 3 PPVs in KL Convention Center, which is the HCOF, G and H. That's 3. We got the Bangi Avenue Convention Center. We got the Wyndham Hotel in Klang. We got the PPV Dewan Tun Razak in Sabah Bernam. We got Dewan Community Serendah. We got the Movenpick Hotel and Convention Center KLIA. And we got the IDCC in Shah Alam. Now, those are actually open for Malaysians, and one in PPV National Stadium Bukit Jalil is also open for walk-in for those who are foreigners. So, yeah, that's a good thing, isn't it? The government is really ramping up.
Yeah, but just out of curiosity, Berita says 10 PPVs, right? That's why I reported 10, but certain papers say it's 9. So what is it? 9
it's
or 10?
9 plus 1 actually.
Oh, which one? Your home?
9 for Malaysians and 1 for non-Malaysians / foreigners.
Oh, okay. Hey, but it's also another interesting. I read it yesterday. Southern Slang, Kelantan actually allowed his palace to use as a PPV. I'm quite impressed.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Allowed the Istana to use as a PPV. I think that's very thoughtful of the Sultan.
Yeah. No, because I mean standard, kalau kita tengok PPV ni Melvin, you're definitely looking for a place which is big, has a big space, has a very open space. And maybe the palace down in Kota Baru, Kelantan has one of the biggest space out there. Hence why it has been it has offered itself to cater to become a PPV. Now that's definitely something that you have to tip your hats off to in regards of really wanting to help the rakyat, right?
Yeah, that's right. Talking about that, I mean, we also have to make sure, because it's a so-called, you can walk in for the month August, depends on the age category. But I think we have to hope the authorities take notes of the SOP, because we have cases that came out late recently. It went viral. The queue was 2 over km at KLCC. Wow.
I mean, like, as you can see in the picture here, yeah, itu adalah salah satu yang telah dilaporkan, where a lot of people, specifically, I mean, like, it's actually a mixture of foreigners and locals, where there was a huge line, there was a long line that was built up more than about 2 kilometers. And, as you can see in the picture that we have on the screen, they had to line up under the hot heat, under the hot sun, and it is very uncomfortable. And when these things happen, more often than not, kadang-kadang ada je pelanggaran SOP when people just couldn't be bothered with, they're too tired, they can't really think straight, they can't focus straight. That's where the whole SOP can falter, right? Takut juga tu.
But this one, I think it's a lot of foreigners that was sent by their bosses of the factory. I think that these bosses need to be brave, because they did not follow the appointment. Apparently, they signed that very early, not according to the time of appointments. So they just drop them off. And something you drop off, you go and queue, I will pick you out at a certain time and all this day of the day. So I think these factories have to be blamed, the management, because they are doing in the convenience of their own convenience, rather following the time that's scheduled for them. Right.
Itulah sebenarnya, because coming back to our our Sungai story just now, it's just selfish thinking. Dia orang nak fikir kesenangan dia orang je. They just want to think about the convenience of themselves and not really understanding or giving any much thought to anybody else. That's not how you live in the community, right? You tak boleh hidup macam tu kan?
It's very selfish. Everyone thinks this factory do the same, the next factory do the same. My God, let's say there's around 10, 20 factories at the same time, drop off at the same time.
Hmm.
I think it's more than 2 km, because probably 20 km from KLCC line up to Bukit Jalil.
That could actually happen. Imagine like kalau semua kilang dah turun kan, when if every factory send out their people like that. But yeah, hence why I think, I mean, again, from your experience and my experience, I think we can share a bit with our viewers. We have been, applauding actually, the steps that was taken during our vaccination time down in PWTC, where everything was in order, everything was, properly done.
Yeah,
People didn't actually gather around too many. People were listening to what the authorities were saying. Sangat-sangat apa, the flow was very good. But
very good.
also there were also cases yang tempat-tempat PPV yang lain yang mungkin a bit overflowing, especially outside of KL contohnya. And it's really important that these PPVs do implement the best way possible to control the crowd, kan?
I guess the PPV's head. I guess every PPV centers have a head that in charge.
Yeah.
They have to do postmortem study. What happened today, so that in order not to repeat tomorrow, because we can't expect the ministry MOH to get. I mean, they set a standard, but you have so many PPVs, and every place is a different. Even social expectations are different and all these things. So the head that in charge of that particular PPV have to study and probably have to justify if situations need to be improved. Don't allow that to happen tomorrow, and then news come out and blame on government that they're not efficient and all these things.
That's what Malaysians like to do, Marvin. Netizen fingers are very fast to actually just react and respond without actually checking whatever it is that's happening.
Yeah,
Itu yang merisaukan tu.
I just relate a case. Still, we have very fast one. This is happens to our colleagues. I sent him an article that YBKJ allows. They say from today we allow people to take photos or video during the vaccinations. While they're having the vaccination. So I sent him an article because the next following day is his day. So he went and took the video. The doctor stopped him, and then he said politely, he said YBKJ has allowed. You know what's the response? YBKJ does not know. Okay, what's the instructions? The article is already stating clearly. I say that's why I anticipate such things. I say when you go there, they say show them articles. It's the persons in charge of vaccination program YBKJ allows, but that doctor, in particular doctor, say no, he doesn't know anything. I mean, refer to KJ doesn't know anything. So it will give a very bad impression to us as a riot that this MOH and YBKJ's office doesn't talk to each other.
Itulah sebenarnya, the information needs to be disseminated, needs to be, properly given out, making sure that each and every one of these people, especially the ones who are the frontliners, again, kita tak boleh fault orang. They are doing the best that they can with the amount of time that they have. It is very tiring. It is very hard, whatever it is that they have to go through. But having said that, the source of information, dari mana datangnya informasi itu from top to bottom, make sure that everybody gets all the information correct, and make sure that people are not blindsided. Sebab kalau jadi macam ni, like, it would just become an issue.
So what I'm saying that the heads of that PBVs have to brief every sessions of the new so-called, because they work on shift.
Yeah.
Right. So, and the ministry makes changes because they say that things are so demanding, happen so fast. Every mornings, in the afternoon or evening, things change so fast. They have to make new policies. So the briefing have to be very fast. When the change of so-called change of guards, I know.
Exactly.
Yes, this is from something from ministry, something new. Please take note.
Yeah. Itulah apa yang kita boleh harapkan. What we can actually wish for is that each and every one of our PPV, at least yang mana yang sedang beroperasi, to give the best that they can. We understand that you're tired. We understand that our frontliners, you guys are really taken aback with a lot of stuff. But also to all Malaysians as well, please be considerate and please be courteous as well. You're not, whoever it is that you are, pangkat tidak membawa maksud apa-apa pun. You are still a human being. People who are working there are also a human being. So please respect each other to make sure that all of the processes run seamlessly
Hopefully.
and at the best possible way. Wow, even to relatively simple topic, but it became a bit heated, you know, talking about this macam tiba-tiba panas.
That's why we choose the topics. Our program called Hot Issues.
Oh, exactly. Speaking about hot issue, macam biasa, at the end of our session every day adalah masa untuk kita learn one German phrase a day. Now, this time around, I'm going to flip it a bit because it's actually the start of the week. I'm going to teach you, Melvin, the 7 days in a week in regards of seven days. What are they called in German? Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay, easy. I'm gonna say it once first, and then you try to follow after this. Okay, so I'm gonna say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all in German. So the German words for these days are Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, and Sonntag.
Well, I know it's montage.
You're lost, right?
I'm lost. I don't know what montage, meatball, and all these things.
Okay. Let's do this day by day.
Monday,
Okay.
Monday is what? Today is Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Tag. T-A-G. Tag means day. Literally means day. So Monday is Montag.
Montag. Montag.
Correct. Okay. And
All right.
Tuesday is Dienstag.
Dienstag.
All
Dienstag.
right. Correct. And Wednesday, because it's the middle of the week, it's Mittwoch.
So I heard it's meatball.
Mittwoch. Mittelwoche, which means middle of the week. Mittwoch.
Mittwoch. Mittwoch.
All right. Thursday, Donnerstag.
Donnerstag.
Friday, Freitag.
Oh, Friday. Okay. Donnerstag, Donald Trump.
Hey, jangan kacau aku punya aja. Okay. Saturday, Samstag.
Saturday, hamster.
Samstag.
Samstag.
And Sunday, Sonntag.
Or Sunstag. S-U-N. Sunstag.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, and Sonntag. Those are the days in German. And I bet if I ask Melvin again in 5 minutes' time, also he would not remember one.
I will
He
probably
definitely would not
know
remember.
3 out of 7. Monster.
It's not monster, it's Montag.
Monster. Monday, right? Means what? The Wednesday, midday means
Mittwoch.
Mittwoch.
Yep.
And Friday is it Donnerstag?
Donnerstag is Thursday.
Thursday, Donnerstag. And Sunstag.
Sonntag and Samstag. Yeah, nah, you're failing. It's okay. Nanti you masuk iClass personal lah. All right, thanks so much, Melvin, for today. Tomorrow we're gonna have another
new guest tomorrow.
Yeah. Apparently someone else is gonna be taking my place, but don't worry, Melvin is still gonna be with you guys. So hope you guys tune in to our show again tomorrow. All right, thanks, Melvin.
And when you come back, whether you will be the same person or it will be you.
I'll try my best. Cheers, Melvin. Thanks.
Bye. See you. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So once again, another session of Act Now Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and be sure to give us a comment on whatever it is that perhaps you might want to listen to the next time we go on air. And do contribute to any comments or any questions that you may have. Until then, we'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. Take care now. Happy Montag.